gosh, it's really loud out there. Ooh, the hair. Yes. I don't even remember. Okay. So today I'm going to be doing my very first full-faced makeup tutorial, and I feel like after being on here for like 2 or 3 years, I don't even remember, probably 3. I can't believe I have never done a full-face makeup tutorial before, but today I'm going to be doing my first one. Let me know what you guys think of full-faced makeup tutorials, if you guys like seeing these type of videos. Basically they're going to be just really chill, me talking to you guys about how I put on my makeup. So if you guys want to see my first full-face makeup tutorial, then go ahead and keep on watching, and I will see you guys in 1 second. So I've been breaking out a lot lately. It's because of a product. I'm not sure what. It's actually from a series of products. I've been trying out a bunch of new makeup, and so this is the result, but I don't need to even explain my temperamental skin because, you know, I break out a lot, guys. It just happens, you know? I have not done a full face makeup tutorial ever. I usually separate like my foundation with my eye tutorials, so this is new. So let's get started. Today I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer as my foundation. Just because I'm breaking out, I always like to go back to a product that I know for a fact does not irritate my skin. I know for a fact that this does not irritate my skin, so this is what I'm going to go to right now. Like I said, when I'm breaking out, sometimes I really don't know what's causing it, and so I like to go back to just using products that I know don't break me out. I'm going to start with 1 pump of this, and I'm going to take that on my flat top Sedona Lace 928 brush. These are my favorite brushes, by the way. And I'm just going to start applying this to my face. And I just kind of start with 1 pump. Usually I do like 1 pump for each side of my face when I'm breaking out really bad like this. So that's probably what I will end up doing. One more pump for the other side. So there are a few areas where I need some extra coverage on my breakouts. So I'm going to take like a 1/4 pump, like as tiny of a pump as I possibly can, because this specific product is really hard to get a tiny pump out of. Sometimes I accidentally like use a ginormous pump when I only need a little bit. So anyways, I'm just going to start by putting this on areas where I need a bit more coverage. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my powder, and I use the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder, which I need to go buy a new one because I'm almost out of this. But I'm going to take that on my e.l.f. powder brush. It's just like a flat top brush. Just roll it in there, and then I start by putting it underneath my eyes, and I just literally like pat it on like that. That's where I start on both sides. It's just right underneath my eyes. And then I just start to gradually bring it out and just pat it. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my blush, and I use the Milani Baked Blush in Fantastico Mauve, and this is a, I use this for my contouring, and my favorite brush to use for contouring right now is my Real Techniques blush brush. I'm just going to tap it in there, and then just kind of contour. You guys like my contour face? And I go ahead and put it a little bit on the temples. And sometimes I'll bring it a bit on my neck just to keep it looking natural? I don't know, because I'm supposed to have a purple neck. That's natural. Okay, I'm just gonna fade it out a little bit with my powder brush. I'm gonna take my NYX eyebrow pencil in taupe. I think that's what it's called, yeah. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start filling them in with this. Now I'm just going to take my brow powder, and it is the NYX Single Eyeshadow in True Taupe, and I just take a angled brush for this, and I just kind of fill it in. The reason I use a pencil and then powder is because I'm using the powder to like set that liner that I used, and it just helps all the hairs to kind of stay looking nice, and also keeps it looking good all day long. Okay, then I go ahead and highlight my brows, and I use just a flat eyeshadow brush. There it is. And I go in with the white in my Meet Matte Nude palette. I just put that on a flat brush, and then I highlight right underneath my brows. Then I'm just going to fade it out with my finger. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. And I just used the e.l.f. eyelid primer, just $1. It's fabulous. Okay, so now for the eyes. Now we're all up close and personal. I'm going to start out, I already primed, so now I'm going to take the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk. I'm just going to put that on my lid. You want to spread it out so that it doesn't cause your eyeshadow to crease, because it will if it's bunched up in like too much in one area. So I'm going to take my L'Oreal palette in Cup of Joe, and it's just a bunch of mattes. I'm going to start with this shade right here. It's like the lightest brown one. I'm going to take it on my finger and just kind of pat that right on the base we just put there. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my NYX Roll-On Shimmer thing eyeshadow, and this one is in Walnuts, and I'm just going to put this all over my lid. And then I'm going to go in with my finger and just sort of fade it out, spread it around in like the corner of my eye here, and then just like blend it out with my finger basically. Okay, so now I'm going to start on my crease shade, and I'm going to take the darkest brown in the Cup of Joe palette right here, and I'm going to take that on a, it's like a dense crease brush, and this one is from London, Soho, New York, or whatever these are. I think they're just the Soho brushes. You can get them at Walgreens, but I'm going to take that and start putting that in my crease and like on the outer corner where I usually do my, where I usually put the crease color, just like on the outer corner and in the crease. So I'm just going to keep applying this until I have my desired intensity, like as dark as I want it to be. So now I'm just going to clean the brush off on a little like paper towel rag I have here. And now I'm going to go in with the lightest shade right here. I'm going to use, wait, no, that's not what I did. I'm going to go in with the lightest brown again. I'm going to use that sort of as a transition color just to help start to fade this out. So I just kind of put it right there. Okay, so now I'm going to take the lightest shade and put it right above that lighter brown. This is going to help it gradually fade out. But this is how I like to blend out eyeshadows. It's just so they fade into a lighter shade. Now what am I going to do? Oh yeah, I take the other roller NYX Roll-On Shimmer, and this one is in Platinum. It's a white. I'm just going to put this on my lid. Some of the shimmer faded when we did the crease color, so I'm just going to put this on and then kind of blend it out with my finger. It just adds that extra bit of shimmer. Okay, now I'm going to work on the lower lash line. I'm going to take an angled brush like this, and I'm actually going to put it in the darkest brown shade and run that on my lower lash line right here. To really intensify it, I'm going to get the eyeshadow a little bit wet. I don't have water with me right now, so I'm actually going to use my own spit, which is kind of gross. But if you had water, you could use that if spit grosses you out. But I'm literally just going to lick the back of my hand, dip my brush in that a little bit. It's not a lot at all. It's not even like really that damp. And then I'm going to take that exact same shade and I'm going to work that right at the very, very edge of my lower lash line. Just so it starts out to be a really intense brown and then sort of like fades out into a more, like a lighter brown shade. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a glitter liner. This one is NYX's Crystal Silk in Dramatic Sparkle, I believe. It's like a warm brown. Hold on, I need a mirror again. I'm looking in a mirror, but it's far away, so it's kind of difficult. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on the inner corner of my lower lash line. Okay, now for my liquid liner. Just my classic liquid liner. I'm going in with Wet n Wild's Mega Liner. And I'm going to just line my upper lash line. Yeah. When I know people are watching me put on eyeliner, it makes me mess up so much more easily. So I literally can't talk. So I'm just gonna pretend like you guys aren't watching me right now. La-di-da, I'm just here by myself. Well, I really am here by myself right now, but you know. That's good enough. Okay. I just wait for that to dry for a second because I need to go in and curl my lashes, but the eyeliner needs to be dry before I do that. So just give me 1 minute and then we'll start on the lashes. Okay, now I'm going to take my eyelash curler and just curl my lashes just like normal.